do you think this season is Aaron Rodgers' fault?
No.
Well, let's look at it here for a minute. Joe Douglas has capitulated to everything he's wanted, and none of it has worked out. The past couple of weeks, you yourself said Nathaniel Hackett sucks. He was brought there because of Aaron Rodgers. Randall Cobb, not even getting on the field. Alan Lazard couldn't catch a cold. All these guys, they jettisoned off Joe Flacco, who's a competent backup quarterback. I'm not saying that he should be the starter or whatever, but Joe Flacco just came in, got up off his sofa, walked out onto the street, and went to Cleveland and is winning football games. Right? Like, you wouldn't have the Zach Wilson, Tim Ball. Did they lose? I thought
they lost to the Rams, yeah.
Still played good. I know he's throwing touchdowns.
Yes, he did.
Right. So, like, you wouldn't have these and so they bring in Tim Boyle. They bring in all Aaron Rodgers guys. I think it's to the detriment of the long-term success of this team. Like, they should have done what they wanted to do and had Aaron Rodgers fit into their team rather than saying, forget the New York Jets. It's now the New York Aaron Rodgers.
I understand what you're saying, Jeff, and everybody knows when Aaron Rodgers was traded to the Jets and he went up there and he was Woody Johnson and he said that isn't the owner supposed to be up here shaking my hand and he obviously has that personality that drives people to him. And I understand what you're saying, that Aaron Rodgers, even game number 1, running out with the American flag, and everybody was thinking that he was Captain America, and he came on the field and the national anthem had everybody rocking and the lights and everything. And then he falls apart after 4 plays and he's out for the season.
Literally, he fell apart.
Yes.
Literally.
So, and I understand that. But what makes Aaron Rodgers special is the fact that Aaron Rodgers can make everybody around him better. Now, when he's not on the field, he doesn't make everybody around him better. But when he's on the field, he has made a lot of, I would say, non-efficient wide receivers a lot better than they are. A.K.A. Alan Lazard. Alan Lazard is not a good wide receiver. We all know that. Every single Jet fan should understand that Alan Lazard, the only reason why he got that contract, that $13 million a year from the New York Jets, was because Aaron Rodgers, that was a way to drive Aaron Rodgers to want to come here. So we all know that. Alan Lazard is so bad, and we've seen enough of Alan Lazard this year, that would sell you to understand that the Jets need to do something in the offseason to either, one, cut the contract and talk to Allen to take less, or you can't trade him, drop him, and then take the dead space and move on from him. He's not good. He's not going to make this team any better. And again, why is Randall Cobb on this team? Now, obviously, it's Aaron Rodgers' guy. And I understand what the Jets are trying to do. They're trying to make Aaron Rodgers happy. But if Aaron Rodgers is not on the field, you can see what the talent is when it comes to these players. Randall Cobb is a shell of himself. Alan Lazard is not good. Every single player that they brought on this team from that old Packers team, including Tim Boyle. What the hell was Tim Boyle on this team for? And then finally decided to drop him. I mean, it's horrible football. It's horrible.
But everything, it feels like Joe Douglas made a deal with the devil, because everything Aaron Rodgers wanted, it seems that he got, except for maybe David Bakhtiari, but he got hurt again.
Did he want Alan Lazard? Did he want Alan Lazard? I don't know if he did.
Aaron Lazard, right, but the problem is he definitely wanted Randall Cobb, and if he wanted Cobb, he wanted Lazard.
Well, Randall Cobb is strictly playing. Really, he's not even on the field for snaps. He's really just there to coach the young players. That's what he's there for. That's why Aaron wanted him there.
Right, but the problem with having him there to coach young players is he's taking up a roster spot that a young player
does it really matter right now? I mean, seriously.
Yes, I think it does matter right now, because when you look at it, right, when Aaron Rodgers is done, what do you have left? If you had just, like Gibson, I think Gibson's a pretty good young wide receiver. He's doing pretty well, catching some balls, making some plays from time to time. If you had more guys like that on the team, at least when Aaron Rodgers leaves, you still have a semblance of a team. Now, when Aaron Rodgers leaves, whether that be after next year, because I'm assuming he's coming back and playing next year.
He has 2 years left on that contract. Obviously, he has a player option. So,
yeah, assuming he stays healthy, when he leaves, all these other guys will leave. And then what do you have? You have to start all over again on offense?